Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Modern Skyblock 3 with Haliee, and we are picking up sometime after we left off. I have done a lot of work. I've researched you guys' questions, and we have a lot of stuff to do, so let's jump right in. Alright, so first off, if you notice, I didn't have any friends next to me. Well, I did some cleaning up. I put all my little armor guys, they're over here for right now. I wanted to wear something different, so I put back, just put back my regular clothes here. I got my slime boots on, and, I just put all my armor guys away for right now. All right, let's answer some questions, because there was a lot of questions, a lot of good answers that came through. First off, Linda, I do apologize. When I was looking up collector, I just had it in my mind from the Sky Factories series that I've done that it was called an item collector. So it's apparently I frustrated her that when I went to collector, I went immediately to look at the one that I have. But there are all these different collectors here. And the first one here was called a range collector from Ashley Editions, which we actually had walked through before. So that was the collector she mentioned. And I think Donnie also mentioned that same one. So there are all these different collectors. So I apologize for just zooming right on the one that I thought when you actually meant the range collector. So I did make that. So we'll look at the recipe for that real quick. That just requires 2 ender pearls, a hopper, and an iron casing, and a void crystal. Just to remind you guys, a void crystal is made from dropping a piece of coal in front of the atomic reconstructor, and the iron casing is this very simple recipe here. So I went ahead and made that, and let me show you guys. It took me a minute to get it set up correctly, but it has a little GUI here. Now, unfortunately, it does not automatically output into anything. It only outputs into this little 6 section here. I wish it was actually bigger or had a chance to go into a chest, and I can probably use one of those these pipes, item extraction pipes, to pull it out into a chest. I just didn't set that up because it's getting kind of crowded over here. I really don't have the room like I want. I need to organize this so much better. But so the item extraction pipe probably will pull it out into a chest, but right now it just goes into this collector here. In order to get it to work, when I hover over it right now, it says redstone mode deactivation, and you can use a redstone torch to toggle it. Let me go grab a redstone torch real quick to show you guys that. Oh, I have one on me. Hey. You can use a redstone torch. You right click to make it pulse where it requires a signal, or deactivation. So I'm keeping it on deactivation. The other thing that you have to do, you want to make sure this whitelist, this WH, is actually red, because you want it to show blacklist. And because what that will do is to let items through, an empty blacklist can be used. So if you have it set for whitelist where this is green, nothing will go through. I also have this piece of cobblestone here because apparently my cobblestone generator keeps spitting out cobble, and it was picking up from the collector. Just for reference, this actually goes out 6 blocks in all directions. So just to show you that here in the book, this is what it told me, that it will pick up items in an area of 6 blocks around it. So yeah, so it's actually pretty cool, and it is working. It's pulling all the stuff in from all these different items here. So again, I apologize, but thank you, and thank you, Donnie, for setting me straight about the range collector. That really has helped me worried about things popping all over the place. Now, I have done so much off-camera work, I finally got hungry. But there's 2 things I want to eat. So first thing we're going to eat, of course, is the mom spaghetti. So we're going to do the, was it foodless? Crap, what was that called again? Sorry. Size foodless. I always forget. Let's see, was it on this one? Nope, it was not there. And I know you guys are telling me exactly what it is, but I'm old. I forgot my memory. Oh my gosh, where is it? It's not there. It's got to be here. Oh, come on. So I think it's Size Foodless. It's one of you guys. It was a great comment. There it is. Oh, it is Size Foodless. I just couldn't remember. S-I-Z-E food. S-I-Z food list. Oh gosh. Can I just tab there? Okay, size food list. So I've eaten 67 food. So let's go ahead and eat this mom spaghetti and get a little food in me. Now, see, remember, it has so many different uses. See down here on the bottom left-hand side where the tie here. So I've eaten 96 of them. Apparently, you eat it very fast. So yeah, 1 bite of mom spaghetti, but it does have 100 uses on it. Now, with a 67, so if I do size food list again, 71. So yes, mom spaghetti can be used over and over again to help increase the hearts. Remember, every 50 hearts you eat, increases. Now, I don't know once you eat past that 100 if it's going to work or not, but we're going to eat all the spaghetti all day long. Now, the next thing though I actually did, what's going on? I don't know what's going on. Was that you guys had commented and you had asked this question. I did test this. This question came from both Linda and I think Donnie as well. The question was, can we move the tanks using that carry-on mod? So you remember the carry-on mod, if I shift, pick up an item, I can carry it on around here. It doesn't look like it works with any of the factory tech items. I've shift clicked on all of them, including the crucibles and the tank. So I got a tank here that's got some sulfuric acid in it. I'm shift clicking, so I cannot use the carry-on mod to move these tanks. So that pretty much they're set, and I can move the sink here with no problem. Let me set that back down the right way, but I cannot move any of the factory tech items, it looks like. Now, while I was experimenting on that, because I was thinking maybe I was doing the wrong item, I clicked actually on this little statue. This was really cool. It was kind of a cool accident. I don't know how many of you guys know about this statue mod, but when I click on him,
don't forget your cup of tea.
He talks. And this guy, who is a functional wasteland pig statue, I don't recognize the voice. It's obviously a British accent, and it's giving me tea. It doesn't do it like back to back. So when I click on him again,
hello there.
Yeah.
Hello there. Hello there.
He doesn't do it back to back, but he at least done it 3 times for me. So, and that tea is not craftable. So like if I click recipes on it or, try to look up the cup of tea in the NEI here, that tea is not craftable. It's only from the statues mod. So I don't know if it's a little Easter egg or not, but it has so much saturation on it. So it gives you 3 hunger, but it gives you 12 things of saturation. So if I drink that, I'm pretty much set for the next couple of episodes as long as I don't keep running around. And apparently I got an edible cup. Okay, so I'm going to put these things in the fridge for right now. So that was very cool. And I think I got that statue from a loot bag. So let me see if those are craftable actually. Statue, let's see, what kind of statue was he? It was a pigman. Yeah, this guy here, decorative, there's a sound, function. Oh, there's all these different ones. Decorative ones, sound one. Is that the one I have as a sound one? Because he talks, obviously. And that one is craftable. The other one I clicked on was not craftable. Which one are you? Functional. Okay, so functional one. So they are craftable. They require the coarse fruit, which I think is going to be something from the end. Nether quartz, which, you can eventually get nether quartz from something. Apparently you can get it just from the void ore miner. What else was it? The coarse fruit can you get from the coarse, the Britannia. Is there anything else you can make coarse fruit from? Oh yeah, so you can use the alchemical fusion stone mushrooms with 9.5 hearts and get that. So that is a cool little thing that I found there. I'm sorry I didn't spend so much time on it. I just found it absolutely amazing. Next question that Linda had was a question about the fluid tanks. She said, can you put the pipes between them? So I left this here because I did put the pipes in between them, but it doesn't look like it's transferring in left or right. Actually, I had fluid in here and I pulled it out, but they're not even connecting. So I don't know what these pipes are. These are the pipes that use the 3 copper. That does not look like that can connect to the stationary tanks. I'm sure they can connect to other stuff, but for right now, that's one bad thing about this item collector. It collects everything, is that it does not look like it's useful for transferring fluids from one tank to the other. So right now, the only way to get fluids to transfer from one tank to the other is use a bucket. So remember, I can give me that. Give me. Oh gosh, give me my bucket back. Is to actually take take a bucket and I can take it out the sulfur out of here and put it into this tank, or I can use the actual extraction pumps to take them out of one tank to the other. So I hope that answered all you guys' questions. I am behind on answering comments in the actual into YouTube comments, but I always answer your comments live on the videos if I can. All right, so now moving on, I'm still trying to complete the quest for to move on to immersive engineering, and we are so close, guys. We've only got about 10 minutes left here to go through these, but let me just show you what I've done and how close we are. So first of all, to mention that a range collector was a quest, so let's go ahead and get that loot chest item from there, from completing that quest. And in Basic Factory, I went ahead and made the charging cores, so I'm going to complete that item there. I'm probably not going to use it. I don't know if I will or not, because I needed that to open up the stabilizing cores here, which I made the stabilizer. Now let me show you guys the recipe for these two items that I just made, just to show you that I'm not trying to speed through these really quick. But the core charger requires a standard battery, which is just a battery shell and the compression changer with sulfuric acid. We made that earlier. Where'd it go? There it is. And also requires obsidian and a circuit board pattern 3 and 2 standard wires. Very easy. The next item we actually made was the stabilizing table, which requires 2 magnets. Just to remind you on the magnets, we're going to make a bunch of those today. It requires an iron ingot in the magnetizer, so that's actually pretty cool. I like making those. 2 obsidian, the circuit board pattern 4, 2 diamonds, and another battery. So I've made both of those. I'm just going to set this down in a minute, because there's a trick to this that I'm a little nervous on. Oh, one additional thing, that little pigment, he also gave us a wasteland block, which is actually sand. So I just found that was actually cool. I got tea. All right, so now let's go back and look at what we need to do. So I'm gonna read about the stabilizing core, but I want to go back to the quest book, and in this section here, remember, we're trying to open up heavy machinery, and we have one item left to make here, which is the energy core. The energy core is basically is made in the stabilizing table. I'm going to make an unprimed energy core, something at 80%. So I think that's what I needed the charging things for. So at 80%, and in order to make that, I have to take the prepared shell and put it with some energite, which we're going to make here in a second as well. The energite is actually made from, there it is, in the fluid agitator. It's going to take sulfuric acid and liquefied glowstone. So we're going to be making that stuff here in just a little bit. Liquefied glowstone is actually made from the crucible. I guess I can go ahead and get that started. It looks like, I'm not sure exactly how this works. I've made the crucible. Now, I thought I made a crucible before, but I could not find it, and the quest was completed. So I did have to make another one. So maybe you guys can tell me, where did I put my crucible? I don't know. All right, so let's go ahead. We need a bucket's worth at least, because we're going to transfer. So I'm going to put 10 of these in this crucible. I've got the mixing blade and the blade's content elements. It looks like it's doing stuff. Don't know exactly. It's melting. I don't know. So I don't know where it's going. It's just kind of sitting there for right now. So we'll come back to this after it finishes doing its stuff and see what we need to do. Now, let's go ahead and read this thing about the stabilizing core, because these two things I'm actually terrified. Both the core charger and the stabilizing core. So remember, back in the quest book, under Basic Factory, the core charger talks about something exploding. The core charger allows you to charge unprimed energy cores. If your core reaches 100%, the machine will explode. Therefore, it's best to charge it to about 80%. So I'm terrified of that. As well as the other item that we're going to go through here, which is a stabilizing core. So the stabilizing table turns a charged unprimed energy cores into regular energy cores. For that, it requires stationary magnets. So I guess it requires 4 stationary magnets 2 blocks away from all 4 sides that are given constantly repeating redstone signals. If they aren't given a redstone signal at the same time, or are given one for way too long, the machine will explode. So first of all, we're going to put these in a different area, because I don't want to blow up any of my machines over here, and I don't know how big the blast radius is going to be. So I don't know. I may have to build a separate area for it, but we're just going to, you know what, we're going to blow up our bees. I know we've come a long way with bees. Oh gosh, I got some red X's over here, or yellow X's. I'll probably take care of that. I have no torches. Okay. Well, anyway, we'll probably build out this way. Let's just set it in a semi-safe spot. I'm trying to think what is semi-safe. Well, I know this needs at least, okay, let's move this. No, I don't want to move that. I know you guys are probably yelling at me, but I just don't know what the best range is. Okay, let's put it here, because we're going to build, we can put 2 on each side. It's kind of like the actual additions thing. And then the core charger we're going to put here. I know this is probably not the best place to put this, but as long as I don't get it above 80%, we're going to be fine. Okay. So let's make the two things we need to do first. Let's see. We're trying to make the... I don't... Wait. Okay, I do have some liquefied glowstone in here. Okay, so we want to get the liquefied glowstone into the fluid agitator as well as the sulfuric acid in the fluid agitator. Okay, so what I'm going to do, since I've got sulfuric acid in here, let's go ahead and take the rest of the sulfuric acid out of here. I know I feel like I'm going to be wasting some stuff, but I'm going to just get as much stuff as I can. Oh, no. Wrong way. Wrong way. Oh, okay, that's fine. Can I wait. Okay, I need to get, okay, I always remember it's pulling from this way. Okay, let's put this back in here. Okay, so that's pulling that out of there. Perfect. Okay, but I also have to get the sulfur out of here, and I don't know how to get the sulfur out of there without breaking it. So I think we're just going to have to do that. Oh gosh, this is so nerve-wracking. Okay, so I'm just going to have to break it. Luckily, though, I've got sulfur. I went ahead and tested the fluid drill around the different areas, and most of these are sulfur, except for that one chunk that I checked first, and that was propane. I don't know. I'm going to have to break this, guys. I am so sorry. Please don't be mad at me, but I don't know else how to empty out the sulfur without... there's got to be a way. I can't use my bucket. Can't use my bucket to get it out of there. And those pipes, let me check, Linda. Hold on. I know you were asking about that. Maybe the pipes were what you were talking about. Oop, my boots. Because it doesn't hook up to the tank, but it does hook up to this, I think. I don't know. I know I don't want it to go into there. I don't know. I'm just going to have to break it, guys. I am so sorry. And like I said, if I'm wasting it, I'm sorry. I just don't know how to empty out the tanks. But I now have to fill those items up again. Okay, so we're going to make... Am I out of everything? Oh, my God. All right. Well, we'll get the stuff in here, and then we'll make the parts. So we're trying to put in here sulfuric acid. So we just want to put a little bit of sulfuric acid in here. Let me get that pipe from here. That's a shortened motor. There's that pipe, and there's a bunch of other stuff in there. Let's put this stuff up. The motor, I know we're going to turn it to redstone. And what I need to do, where's my empty, I have an empty tank here. I may have to put more sulfuric acid, no, glowstone in here just to, oh gosh, give me, oh, that's the frustrating part about this. Let's see. Now, I'm going to take the sulfuric acid and try to put it in this stationary tank. And then, because the only thing I have in here, do I have an extra tank? I do. I have an extra tank somewhere. Tank. It's in here. It's in the chest. There we go. An extra tank here. Okay, so we're going to take this tank, and I'm going to move the sink because I don't need the sink right now. So we'll eventually take the liquefied glowstone. Where are my pipes? I have an extra pipe. Where's my pipes? Where are my pipes? There's a pipe there. Okay, so we're going to try to get the liquid sulfur into this tank here. So let's go ahead and try that. Is that working? Yes. Okay, so I got a bucket there. So I'm going to take this bucket using a bucket and put it into this tank, and then try to take this out of here and grab it from the collector, because it's always taking... I can take this collector off. There we go. Oh, give me my sink. I can't believe I took my sink. All right, so now I want to get the liquefied glowstone into here. Wait a minute. There it is. Okay, make sure it's in there, and use the pipe to pull it from there. Okay, so there we go. We got liquefied glowstone. Now, we're going to take, I'm pretty much going to pull a whole bunch of sulfuric acid in here. Ooh, give me that. All right, so we're going to take this out of here, over here. There we go. And we're going to put that there, And that's going to put the stuff in there. Okay, so now I need to make these parts. So it looks like I'm going to need one of these little motors. And I know we're coming very close to the episode if we're not already there. Let's see. I was making those with gold this time because supposedly gold lasts longer since I'm completely out. Looks like I have a 3 and a 4 circuit board. We'll see which one we actually need it. So let's get that cut in there. Get that. Let's see. We're making the motor. We're using the gold, so I need glowstone, one of these. I just want to get it up and running. That, glowstone. Let's see, which one does it require? Where is it at? This requires the 2. It's got the 2 prongs at the tops. Oh, they're both 4s. Okay, so it requires a 4. Hopefully that's the right one. We'll find out when we try to put it in there. And yes, okay. And then the mixer here is 4 iron surrounded by nickel. And I think I have all that there. Okay, so let's try to make the mixer real quick. 3, 4, and like I said, I know we're at the end. There's so much that we have to do still to try to get this. But this is cool. I like learning new stuff. Look at that. And what am I missing? Make one of these motors. Give me the motor. No, that motor. Okay, so I can make one of those. And let's put that in here. And let's see what happens. Anything? Something? Sulfuric acid and glowstone is supposed to give me energite. Oh, and monster dust. Oh. And we don't have monster dust yet because we get that from the mob disassembler. Oh my goodness. So much stuff. And I thought I can get away without having to use it, but apparently we're going to need a mob disassembler. Let's see how hard that is to make, and I'll work on that in between episodes. Disassembler. It's another battery, circuit board pattern 3, some nickel, a saw blade, basic gear, and dime. It's not that difficult to make, but we're at the end of the episode, and we have, again, just so much stuff we have to do. They'll show you the recipes for the magnets. Let's see, factory. The stationary magnets are going to require the standard magnets, which are going to be in the magnetizer, so I'll make those between episodes, as well as the mob disassembler, and see if we can get some mob dust. I'll also try to get some more sulfuric acid over here to get the energizer, and then we'll be ready to blow up the world. All right, guys, I'm going to end the episode here for right now. I do want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series and enjoying the episode. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, while I open up all of these loot bags, I thought I forgot. Well, I may have forgotten. Definitely leave that comment down below. You guys' feedback and comments is what I appreciate so much. Slime green channels and anything good. Some more glasses. Okay. If you're new to my channel, feel free to go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Click the like button as well. Show me some like, all the loves, all those cool things that you guys know how to do. Bit of housekeeping. Remember, guys, the weekend of October 6th and 7th, I will be in DC, as in Washington, DC, for Mind Fair. So be sure to, if you're in the area and want to go to Mind Fair, use the coupon code of Rising Stars, and that will help you save you 20% on your Mind Fair tickets. And I hope to see some of you guys there. I'm really excited. I got some cool giveaway items that are going to be awesome. If you're not doing so already, make sure you're already following me on Twitter and Twitch as well to be notified when I stream live, so you can actually correct me when I make things in error live on Twitter or YouTube. No, Twitch or YouTube live streams there. And if you're looking for a server to play on, be sure to head on to the Host Havoc. Host Havoc is what the squad and myself use for all of our multiplayer series, as well as our Patreon servers that we have, servers with an S. And you can participate in those Patreon servers by becoming a Patreon. Use the link down below. So the description has a lot of information, guys. 20% off of Mind Fair for a Rising Stars comment. Patreon, where you can help support me in this little hobby that I'm doing and hang out with me other squad members, and Twitter and Twitch and all those fun things. Whew, that's a lot of stuff to say, guys. Anyway, until next time, guys, I will talk to you later. So have a good one, guys. Bye.